Hello and welcome to Saturday night with the NBA on 2K Sports. An exciting game on the way. Here alongside Tim Legler and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson with Ali LaForce joining us courtside. And let's take a look now at some numbers for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level scorer than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Harris and Duren together in the middle. Duncan Robinson is out there with Cunningham. And it's Thompson in at small forward. And for Milwaukee, they've got A.J. Green, Kyle Kuzma out there with Miles Turner. Then there's Gary Trent, and it's Rollins in at the point. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, B.A., it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. You can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man.
Outside, Green. And a miss there on the triple. Here's the Pistons with the ball. Thompson passes to Harris. Yes, and a nice assist from Thompson.
Well, that's the thing about Tobias Harris. You think of him as a high-volume three-point shooter, but historically, he actually takes a lot more twos.
Here's Rollins. You know, his stats have been solid, averaging around 18.5 points a game. Green finds Turner. 5 on the clock. Shoots over Duren. And it's Harris with the rebound. Inside. And the dunk by Duren.
Easiest work of the night for Duren. He barely had to elevate.
We played just over a minute here in the first. Well, Tim, you talk about an NBA physique. Jalen Duren is absolutely shredded.
Yeah, and he defies gravity too, B.A. What I like is he understands his game. He doesn't get outside of himself. He focuses on running the floor and then getting eye level with the rim.
Now here's Duren. His last outing, he had 24 points. Thompson outside. Oh, trying his luck from deep. Sinks it from distance.
And you couldn't have scripted a better start for them.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 0 for 3 from the floor to begin this one. Turner against Duren. Kuzma for 3. The rebound by Detroit.
Still nothing after 4 shot attempts. They're desperate to see something fall through the net.
Thompson with it. Green picks him up. Duren, the pass to Harris. Detroit needs to get off a shot. Duren. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside. To the middle. Here's Turner. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Finally able to knock one down. Hopefully the lid is off the basket.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Ali LaForce.
I was able to spend a few minutes with Doc Rivers. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Guys?
And Ali, thank you for that. Harris's shot is good.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
There's the screen by Kuzma. And it's Kuzma finishing it off.
Just nice recognition by Kuzma to find a soft spot in the defense on his way to the hoop.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, the Milwaukee Bucks making one of the most surprising moves of the summer, waiving and stretching the over $113 million owed to Damian Lillard, and then signing the starting center of their arch rival Pacers in Miles Turner. A bold move to say the least, but they feel he's the perfect addition.
A two-way talent. All right, Shams, thanks very much. And that one's good. Cunningham.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Pass to Kuzma. Turner, an important role in this offense, averaging around 12.5 per game. Green against Thompson. Cunningham on the wing. Fade away. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And you see the frustration on his face. He had a great opportunity there, and he blew it.
Trent outside. Pass to Kuzma. Turner against Robinson. Offensive board. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Rollins passes to Green. Here's Trent. Off target from the wing. And so it's the Detroit Pistons up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. Time for a quick break, then back to the action. For those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And looking at what we've seen from Detroit, what do you guys think?
Well, it's simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
You give any team this many second chance opportunities, it's going to put you in control.
We've got Gary Harris, Amir Coffey out there with Bobby Portis. Then there's Anthony, and it's Sims in at the 5, down low. That's the group from Milwaukee right now. Harris with it. He's picked up by Jones. Harris's shot is good.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
Detroit leading by 6. LeVert outside. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And Legs, more and more, we're seeing teams investing in player development. What's behind that?
Well, for one thing, more teams understand that your development staff doesn't count toward the cap. So you're open-ended in that regard. And there are teams now looking for an edge by investing in areas where they're not constrained.
Winning on the margins, man. And he can't get the first one. Tim, how do you like this blend for the new Pistons? Wily veterans alongside the new blood.
I love the way they have built this team. Shooting was their Achilles heel, but these veterans bring spacing and savvy.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. Green's checked in for Detroit. He hits the second from the line.
And when healthy, LeVert is a problem. A multi-dimensional guard who can score, pass, and rebound at an impressive clip.
Now here's Anthony. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. And it's in there.
Wow, he doesn't make those kind of plays too often. Sweet move inside.
The Pistons lead by 5. LeVert with the ball. Checking his stats, he's scoring around 9.5 points per game. Four on the clock. Shot is up. And no good. Good D by Harris. The Bucks shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. Anthony finds Portis. Back to Anthony. Fires from deep. LeVert with a rebound. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Ryan, back to you.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, thanks for the report. Now here's Harris. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to Anthony. Green with the defensive effort.
And even though he couldn't send the shot back at him, he certainly altered it.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Here's Jenkins. Yet to see a basket. From about 16, the rebound by Sims. The Bucks trail by 5. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
To the paint. They still need this, and it's hammered home by Green.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
And so timeout here by Doc Rivers. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. A line change here for Milwaukee. So for the Pistons. All right, quickly here, let's look at the teams that lead the league in field goal percentage. Number 5, Milwaukee.
The basketball IQ this team possesses is special. They don't rush anything on the offensive end. They take their time and stay patient trying to find the best shot possible.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Trent outside. Turner, a screen on Robinson. Shot clock at 5. From the corner. Rebounded by the Pistons.
And they've just built this lead by attacking the boards.
And we know how loyal Giannis is to Milwaukee, but trade rumors continue.
Yeah, it's just the reality when you have a superstar player, but not much of a title shot. The sense is Giannis deserves to make another run at it somewhere.
Well, that's really smart that time. Harris did not give the defense any time to adjust.
Kuzma outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Kuzma's got 5 now.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Poke loose. Thompson with a steal. On the take.
Whoa!
Oh, wow!
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
And thanks to AT&T for a great look at that dunk on their connected cam. The Bucks trail by 9. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the basket by Trent.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Cunningham deciding where to go with it. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson. Got it off in time to beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And so it's Detroit with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has them in front right now? By and large, they're taking great shots. Let's send it courtside and check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
Thanks. I'm here with Doc Rivers and Coach. I know you cannot be happy with this team's play in the first half. What will you tell them they need to improve on?
The score and our effort, our offense. They're just playing harder. They're more physical. They're tougher. Honestly, we're very lucky right now.
Lots to improve on in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half of basketball.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the half-court shot. Drum roll. They're thinking about the shot. One more time, a round of applause for our contestants.
And thank you for joining us, as with 2 quarters in the books, it's looking good for the Detroit Pistons.
I love how they're running their offense. They look sharp.
Yeah, hitting shots at a high clip. They'll need more of the same to pull away in this one.
All right, let's turn now to take a look at how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
You look at the Pistons, this team wants to do big things, Shaq-sized things. And I got to say, they're looking almost as dominant as Kenny.
Easy, big fella, but I gotta say, they are making it look easy here in this early part of the season. That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Tobias Harris really making a difference here.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
And I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for Detroit. They've led by as much as 10. And on the floor for J.B. Bickerstaff as we get into the second half. Thompson and Harris make up the forwards. Cade Cunningham out there with Duncan Robinson. And it's Duren in at the 5. Now here's Duren. 5 to shoot. Here's Thompson. It's hauled in by Rollins. The Bucks trail by 6. Trent, the pass to Turner. And then Turner with the dunk.
Too easy for Turner. The defense has to put up more of a fight around the rim.
Harris outside. Back to Cunningham. You know, I heard Steve Kerr talking about this concept, the ball and stick theory, Tim, that some guys just have natural hand-eye coordination and will excel in any sport. Do you agree with that?
Completely agree. Typically, we think of athletic ability involving speed or quickness or verticality, but I think that hand-eye is critical and counts just as much as those other traits.
Turner, a screen on Cunningham. Kuzma outside. The 3. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got 6 rebounds in the game. Robinson against Trent. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Bucks trail by 6. Rollins passes to Turner. On the wing, Kuzma. Robinson against Trent. Pass to Turner. Here's Rollins. Trent for 3. Duren with a rebound. Duren's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Robinson passes to Cunningham. Lets the 3 fly. That's good from Robinson on the assist by Cunningham. And now a 9-point Pistons lead. Milwaukee has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Well, you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
And so it's Detroit with it, after Milwaukee picked up a 3 with their last shot.
And the defense was solid right there, but Cunningham was able to fight through it with better offense.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot. Plenty of pressure for a player like Cade Cunningham, asked to shoulder the load. He said, that's what I asked for, to be in the NBA, to be in the shy away from them. He practices meditation, and he says, it really helped me. Anytime he said, I can do it. Back to you guys.
Let's dial it in. Okay, thanks for the report. That's all the time out by Cade Bickerstaff here. Let the rest and confirm the game plan. Change here. Anthony's checked in. Karis LeVert's checked in for the Pistons. A minute 58 left in the third quarter. Karis passes to LeVert. And here's Thompson for 3. Six to shoot. Here's LeVert. That's Form on the 20-footer. And the Pistons lead by 7. And Milwaukee has possession. Following this one, they host the Trailblazers. That'll be the end of a 3-game homestand. Kuzma, that's good.
Give credit to Kuzma for taking the contact so well. Excellent work powering the shot through.
Duran with a screen on Kuzma. Kuzma against Harris. Clock at 4. From downtown. The Pistons down. Thompson passes to LeVert. It's stolen by Kuzma. Green for 3. Drops in the 3. Now just a 2-point Pistons lead.
Coach is loving the ball movement.
Pass to Robinson. Green on Green for 3. Robinson. Duran finds Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Robinson for 3. He drops it from range. Robinson's got 6 in the quarter.
Oh, nice ball movement by a welcome sign for this team.
It's Kuzma with the miss. Here's LeVert for 3. No good there. And that'll do it for the third quarter. The Pistons on top, up 5. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
Playing for one another. That's the definition definition of teamwork.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Gary Harris out there with Bobby Portis. Then Cole Anthony and Sims in at the center position. That's a group from Milwaukee right now. Pass to Cunningham. Over Anthony. It's Cunningham missing. And Harris has got the ball here for Milwaukee. It's a 5-point game. And here's Anthony. Here's Holland. Down low. Tipped. Portis with the steal. And stolen by Cunningham. Fourth quarter still young. Just over a minute played. Pass to Jenkins. Cunningham against Anthony. Shot clock at 6. From the arc. And it's Cunningham missing. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Rollins. Harris on the wing. Off target from three-point range. Detroit has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the three-point line of this game. Count that one.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. Milwaukee going with almost an entirely new group here. Turner, he's checked in for Sims. Kuzma comes in for Portis. Green's checked in for Harris. And it's Trent in for Anthony. A big group substitution here for Detroit. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Tobias Harris comes in for Holland. Thompson, he's checked in for LeVert. And it's Robinson in for Jenkins. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. Clearly, there's no doubt in the coach's mind. He told his guys, look, we're in this. All it takes is a couple of stops and a couple of buckets. It's yours for the taking. Now go out there and take it. I like his confidence. Guys?
Appreciate the report, Allie. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. Kuzma. Green outside. Outside Trent for 3. Duren pulls it down. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Cunningham is doubled. Harris. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Well, Harris can be a reliable long-range option, and his team does what they can to get him clean looks.
Bucks trail by 10. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Kuzma. Cunningham there for the rebound.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Powerful take from Cunningham. legs, we've seen players extend their primes, extend their careers. What's behind that?
Well, I think you have to look at the absolute best, LeBron James, and what he has been able to do in making that investment in terms of caring for his body. It's a role model that all players should emulate.
Question is, can anybody replicate what LeBron has done?
Boy, that's going to be tough to copy that.
And the Bucks with the possession here, following the score by Detroit. Duren pulls it down.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him. And there's no way this margin gets closed down. Great execution of a game plan and a nice win here for the Pistons.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And this is a nice victory for them. It's win number 14 of the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with a win in the first game.
And as most people predicted, the defense, even though they were keying on him, had no answers for Cade Cunningham.
Well, it's a great night for him, and his impact goes beyond the box score.
Take a break.
The relentless energy he plays with fuels his team.
First one falls for him. Well, Grant, you got to give the Bucks credit. 9 straight postseason appearances, the longest running streak in the league.
Yeah, but 3 straight first-round exits. I mean, you could tell the boat's taking on water, and tough decisions are required.
Kuzma hits them both. Last season, the Pistons winning a few playoff games for the first time since 2008-10.
Yeah, that's right. In the preceding 16 seasons, only 3 playoff appearances, and they were swept each time. This is a long time coming for Detroit. A team now that can not only make the postseason, but potentially make some noise.
Here is Sears, following the three-pointer by Detroit. Kuzma outside. So we see the Pistons taking the W here. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the road, the wins can feel a little sweeter. This one has to feel extra special.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Tim Legler, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. As always, we appreciate you tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, here's a look at our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.